If you're like me and the world of skincare is something that is completely foreign to you, then this is a video for you. And this is a skincare routine of somebody who knew nothing about it. Nothing's being gatekeeped here. This is just my honest way that I try to keep this nice and clean, how you can too. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Finn Badgley. I'm a photographer, content creator, and a model. And as a male model, this is my ultimate skincare routine to get better, clearer skin every single day. There's two parts to this. The first part is probably what you expect. It's all the products, the routine that I use to make my skin look better, to be clearer, to be healthier. And then there's the second part, which are things that I do in my day-to-day life to actually naturally improve my skin and give me a better starting place for all these products to work their magic. Now, I am somebody who has extremely dry skin, and I live in Canada, so in the winter, it's like those photos you see of a deserted wasteland where there's cracks everywhere. I'm talking when I was in high school, like 16, 17, it would be bad enough in the winter. My hands would crack and be bleeding. Like you take those oily patches, my girlfriend took one at one point and put them on my skin, and usually there's supposed to be enough oil on your skin that they'll kind of stick a little bit and take some of the oil off. There was nothing. So if you're coming to this video looking for something, you have dry skin and you want to not have it be that dry, be that rough, have redness everywhere, this has helped me, and hopefully this will help you as well. And as a model, this is something that's really important in my life because I'm showing up on camera, so I have to have better, clearer skin. Plus, having healthy skin is just important to me, so if that's important for you, then you've come to the right place. Now, disclaimer before we get into all of this. I did not know anything about skincare at all, like nothing, zero. So if you're coming to this video and you know nothing, great, you're in a good place because my girlfriend knows a lot about skincare. She's kind of like my skincare guru in my life. She has designed this skincare routine for me, for my skin type, and for my life. And it's something that without that guidance, I wouldn't know what I was doing. So hopefully, by proxy, I can take that guidance and bring it to you if you don't have a skincare guru of a girlfriend in your life. I'm gonna go through this step by step so that way you can take the same products, do the same thing, or similar products, and follow the same path to get clearer skin. Since I started doing this, people have actually in my life commented, wow, your skin's really glowing lately. And I'm like, thanks, I have an actual routine now. I just used to like wash my face and that was it. And sure, I never had like the worst skin in the world, but I'd had redness everywhere or I'd get breakouts every so often, and I just wanted to improve it, and this has definitely done that. Now, it isn't perfect because I got something like right here, a little red spot, and that's okay. That's gonna happen still because people are people, and you know, you touch your face and stuff gets places. But this has drastically improved my skin. So I'm gonna stop blabbering on about how it's changed this and just get into what the things are. The first thing that I always do is cleanse my skin. This is whether I'm finishing up in the shower, whether it's in the morning, at night, whatever. You want a good cleanser that just clears all the dirt, all the day's garbage off of your skin, gives you a nice starting place. And for me, that has been the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. Now this is for all skin types. So if you have combination skin, if you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, I have dry skin. I have dry as a bone skin. And this works great for me. This is also reported well to use as a makeup remover if that's something that you would need as well. For me, I don't really need it unless I've had makeup put on me for when I'm in front of the camera, when I'm doing a shoot, when I'm on set like that. But that's the only time I'd really use it for that. This is just my everyday, daily facial cleanser, get all the garbage off. With this, you just gotta wet your face, throw some water on it, you put this, rub it around on your face all over, and I like to let it sit for about 30 seconds to a minute, kind of soak in a little bit, and then I'll wash it off. So give it some time to actually do its thing and then wash it off after the fact. You can just wash it off immediately. You can let it basically fully absorb into your skin, but that's just what I like doing, and it seemed to work well for me. This is actually the first smaller bottle I got to just try it out, and I actually liked it enough where I just got the full size guy here. Now I can just take this if I travel. Another one that has been a close runner up for me that I actually took just as a quick little travel cleanser when I went to LA recently is this guy. It's the Innisfree Hydrating Cleansing Foam with green tea. Similar thing, you're just gonna squeeze it on your hands, lather it up, put it all over on your face, get it nice and clean, and then wash it off after the fact. And this works great as well. I like the soy one a little bit more, but this is a great runner-up. And the size of this, it's so small. It's like a nice little mini sample thing. It's great for travel. Put it in your carry-on and then go wherever and you're good for quite a bit, especially because you don't need a lot. I only use probably like the amount of like a quarter or less in terms of size if we're comparing it to like a coin or something. Now for step 2, between cleansing and moisturizing, I always use a good serum. This one is the niacinamide and zinc by a classic, The Ordinary. You've probably seen these guys around, and from what I can tell, there is a reason for it. I use this guy just on my face, put a couple drops in, rub it in after cleansing, before I moisturize, and that's going to deliver a lot of vitamins and that niacinamide to take down a lot of the redness that I have, to calm my irritated skin and keep moisture in that would otherwise be escaping. You always want to test it on your skin to make sure there's no irritation or anything before using it all over your face, but it's been working great for me. I'm going to try to find the links to all of these products, which will be in the description down below. Some of them might be affiliate links, some of them might not be. It's all depending on what I can find, and I'll drop them all down below so you can check these out as well if you're somebody who has a skin type like me looking for a better routine, or any routine in general. After the serum comes moisturizing, and I have a couple here that I use all the time. My main facial moisturizer is this Tula Skincare 24/7 Moisture Hydrating Day and Night Cream. Again, top of the morning and end of day, and anytime I get out of the shower as well, especially if you like to take a hot shower and afterwards your skin gets a little irritated because of how hot it is. This will help fight that as well. This is a great light facial moisturizer that it's not greasy, it doesn't really stick on your skin and feel weird or you feel sticky or anything. I find it hydrates really well, and my skin just feels better after putting this on. The inflammation goes down. I just feel a little more fresh, quite honestly. And as a plus, it is also cruelty-free, so I always like to see that. As somebody who has really dry skin, sometimes just a regular facial moisturizer isn't quite enough, where you need to put quite a lot on. And that's where the next thing comes in, and this is what I use for my hands, for my body, and it can also be used for my face if I'm really, really dry, and that is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. Intense hydration for dry, parched skin, and that is exactly what I have. My skin isn't just dry, it's dehydrated, it's thirsty, and this is exactly what it needs. I put this on anywhere where my skin is particularly dry. I get it on my elbows, up on my arms, even my shoulders, my neck, anywhere that is dry, I throw this on, and I can keep applying it. And honestly, it saves me. It's probably the reason right now in the winter why my hands aren't cracked as it is. And sometimes I'll have to apply it multiple times throughout the day just because of how dry my skin gets. But as far as a heavy moisturizer that won't leave you feeling greasy, that won't really like stay on your hands and then you're typing on a keyboard and then it just feels weird and then your keyboard's greasy, this is the perfect thing that I would go for. This has definitely saved me multiple times, especially if I'm on set outside during the winter. Sometimes my hands, my feet will get so dry, so that's a great product for that. One that I like to carry on me just all the time is the Jack Black, the clean-free, oil-free moisturizer. This is just great to put in a pocket, in a fanny pack, in my camera bag, and I'll just pop it out and just put a little on, rub it around, and it'll keep my hands nice and hydrated throughout the day, especially because I'm somebody in the winter where I'm dry enough that I need to keep applying it. So this is great to have on me all the time. Now, after all of that, the main one part of your skincare routine that I never emphasized enough. This is something that actually my girlfriend called me out for, and sometimes still does, but it's putting on sunscreen, using SPF, because the sun will age your skin and dry you out like there is no tomorrow. And SPF is your best protection against that. And for a while, I didn't wear sunscreen because I didn't like how it smelt. I didn't like how it felt. Pretty much every one that I wore, if I put it on my forehead and I got sweaty throughout the day, if it was a hot day, if I was working on set or just outside working out, whatever, it would drip down into my eyes and then I would not be able to see. My eyes felt like they were on fire, and it was all because of that sunscreen. Enter this. This is the Beauty of Joseon. I feel like I'm not saying that right, but I'm just gonna go with it. This is the only sunscreen I use now, because here's the thing. One, it doesn't smell like sunscreen. It just doesn't. You don't have that typical sunscreen smell to it. Two, it's not gonna leave you all white and pasty, even though I already am a bit anyways. It's not going to completely wash me out like regular cream sunscreen does. And it won't blind you if it goes into your eyes, which is a huge thing. I've been sweating with this on, and I've been dripping sweat, and so far, it's been fine. I haven't had any issues with it. And because of that, this is probably gonna be the only sunscreen I will use until I find something better, which I haven't done yet. And I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. This is just what has worked for me. It's what was suggested to me through my girlfriend, so I can't take credit for any of this. She put me on to all of these, and so far I've been absolutely loving it, and the results speak for themselves. Then there is the one product that I carry around with me just about all the time, even more than the everyday little pocket moisturizer, and that is this guy. This is the Jack Black Lip Balm SPF 25 in the mint flavor. And I'm not a lip balm person. I never have been. I have very large lips, as you can tell. They're all natural, but they get dry quick because I have dry skin, I have big lips, and naturally that's gonna happen. But I never liked lip balm. It always felt too greasy. It felt weird. It tasted weird. I just didn't like it, and because of that I wouldn't really wear it. And this, bonus that it has SPF as well, so not only am I moisturizing my lips, but I'm also keeping them hydrated at the same time. This is a lifesaver, I tell you. I carry it just about everywhere. I want to buy 1 million of these. Jack Black, if you're watching and you want to send me some, that would be great. This is the whole routine. This is what I do every day to make my skin look better. But that's not all, because there are little things to change in your life, little tweaks to make that will make your skin clearer, that might actually be making your skin not as clear now. The first one is super simple and often overlooked, and I'm always the person that reminds other people of this. I sometimes feel like I need a clone of myself to remind myself of this, and that's just drink water. Just drink water. And as a coffee addict myself, I know sometimes I'll just go for the morning coffee, have a second one, maybe have a third one, and I really haven't drank any water throughout the day to flush any of that out. And then my skin starts getting dry, and then I break out because of it. And that's not what I want. That's what not you want. So drink water. But it doesn't just stop at drinking water, because when you go to bed at night, you're laying on the same pillowcase every night. And if you're not washing that regularly, then what happens is all that stuff on your face is going to come off onto your pillowcase, and then you're going to lie on it again, and then it compounds, and then all that's going to stick into your skin. It's going to cause you to break out and to have more agitated skin. So if you wash your pillowcases regularly, even more regularly than you wash your sheets, it will make it so your skin will be clearer, and you'll have less gunk in your skin to even clean off in the first place. So you're starting at a good place before you even start cleansing and doing everything else. This next one is something that I wasn't aware of, but since I became aware of it, I start doing it all the time. And that's when you get out of the shower, don't dry your face with the same towel that you dry your body with. Use a face towel, dry that, and then dry the rest of your body. Because otherwise you'll be mixing stuff from your face, which has a higher oil concentration and all that kind of stuff. You'll be putting that all over the rest of your body, or vice versa. You'll be taking everything from your body and then putting it on your face in the worst case. And we don't want that. We don't want to mix everything around, and then it's just going to leave more gunk on your face after you washed everything off. So help make your own life easy. Just use a nice clean face towel on your face, and then use a regular towel for the rest of you. But beyond that, simply if you're eating any greasy food, popcorn, chips, if you have like a nice greasy pizza or something, just don't touch your face after. Just don't. Because that grease is going to get on your face, and then you're going to have all those oils and everything which aren't meant to be on your face. That's going to cause you to break out more. You don't want that. Going back now to the showering thing, when you're in the shower, you wash your hair, you wash your body, you wash your face. Make sure to actually rinse out your hair, get all the shampoo and everything out before you wash your face, because that's going to be coming down over your face. And if all those products are seeping into your skin, they're not meant to be on your face, so don't have them on your face. Get all that shampoo out, get clean. Then once you're basically ready to jump out of the shower, then wash your face, use some cleanser, and then get out of the shower. That's going to actually take care of so much gunk that would otherwise be absorbed into your skin. If you're like me, I don't have a lot of facial hair. I just use an electric razor on my face, and I've usually preferred it over a traditional shaving razor. Whichever you use, just make sure it's clean, make sure it's sharp, because especially the electric razors, they can harbor a lot of that old hair in there, and you want to make sure you clean that out regularly, oil it up nice, because otherwise all that bacteria is going to fester and go back into your skin, and that's how you'll break out. And lastly, this is something that was hard for me as somebody who has a chronic sweet tooth, and it's the junk food. Just cut down on it a little bit if you can, because all those sugars, all those processed things, and those weird chemicals that nobody can pronounce, that's going to have an effect on your skin. And I notice if I, have a couple days where I eat more junk food, it will show up in my skin. And if I get back on my health kick and have less of it, I will notice a difference. It becomes quickly obvious, and it's something that actually, in noticing it, has made me want to reduce the amount of junk food that I put in. Now, I'm not saying cut it out completely. I like to indulge in life, and I don't think you should deprive yourself of that either. This is just something that if you take it down even a little bit, it will make a big difference to your skin. You will look cleaner, you will look clearer, it'll keep you looking younger for longer, and then you'll be one of these guys that's like 50 years old, and you'll look like you're 10 years younger, and you'll feel young, you'll look young, and you'll just radiate good energy. And that's what we all want. I'm trying to keep my skin looking young for a long time, even though I am currently young now. I'm trying to start off on a good point to carry me into the future. So this is exactly how I do that. As somebody who has dry skin, as a male model, this is what I do to keep my skin looking good for on camera and just in everyday life. And I hope if you have a similar skin type, if you're wondering what a skin routine even looks like, because I had no idea before I was put onto it. It was just like a world that I knew nothing about and was honestly intimidated to get into. So hopefully this takes down that intimidation for you. Let me know if you got some value out of this by dropping a like down below, as it actually does make a difference to the channel. Drop a comment if you took anything from this skincare routine and incorporated it into your own life. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to be notified for all future videos. Work hard, rest often, and as always, my friends, I will see you on the next one.